imagine you're a guy now. What would your day look like, in your opinion? Let's say you're a guy. How would you set up your day as a guy?
I go to the gym. I'll do my online work. I would
Scam niggas.
go out looking for girls, probably get some bad bitches. And then
How would you find your girls if you were a guy?
That's a guy. I mean, in person, you're gonna get that genuine connection, but online, you can find some baddies, whatever you attracted to, and then meet them in person and see if you like them in person.
How would you, or where would you find these baddies? Where?
Instagram, dating sites.
Do you think it's easy to get a girl as a guy?
Depends on how confident you are as a guy. Depends on how you come.
What if they're super confident? You think that they can just get a girl?
Yeah, it depends on the girl. If the girl likes them back.
Perfect. This is great. What about you? If you were a guy, flip the script.
Mhm.
Your routine, how do you find girls to date?
I'm actually bisexual.
Okay, even better.
So probably the same thing I do now.
Mm-hmm. How would you approach?
I don't know. Just like look at them in the eyes and just be like very confident. Confidence is sexy. So I agree with what you said earlier.
What if you were lanky and not muscular? What would you do then?
I'd go to the fucking gym.
Okay.
With confidence, though, right?
With confidence.
No, but I'm saying you can still get them even.
I don't know, but I mean, do I have like a really big dick or?
No, but you're born a certain way.
No, I mean I don't know, but like skinny niggas. You know what they say?
Oh my God, you're funny.
Okay, sorry.
Do you think it's easy to get girls as a guy?
Get girls as a guy?
Yeah,
I think it's
you
easier
think
to
so?
get guys as a girl. I mean, I think it's easier to get I think it's easier to get guys as a girl. Because guys are more
But do you think that? But do you think it's
like
hard?
on your DMs and
But do you think
whatnot.
it's hard though, as a guy to get girls? Do you think it's hard or easy? What do you think?
I don't know. I don't think it's hard. I think
Alright.
I don't know. I don't think it's hard.
Okay.
Honestly, I think there's certain guys that just send certain messages and they just see what they could fish and hook. And sometimes they do hook it. You know,
Okay.
I'm not oblivious to
Sometimes.
Okay,
that. I'm not oblivious to that. So.
we'll be ready.
What about you?
I think that guys should just work as hard as possible and make as much money as possible because then their dating pool does open up. So I'd focus on that first.
Yes.
And then if you're not tall and fit, I would get into the gym.
Yes.
If you're strong, you have a lot of money, your dating pool goes way up.
Very good take. If you're a guy, how would you approach girls?
I'm in sales, so it's all a numbers game. I would DM as many bad bitches as possible, and then I would take them on walks. Very little. Yeah, I would take them on walks. Very low risk. If you don't like them, you can literally just walk away. You don't have to sit at a dinner table with them for the next 3 hours talking to someone that has no personality. And then the ones that I like on the walks, I would invite to dinner with me.
Question for you. If a guy said to you, let's go for a walk, would you go on that date
Oh, yeah.
as a first date?
Yeah. That's
I wouldn't.
awesome. I walk all the time.
So you meet a guy on Instagram, let's go for a walk at the park.
Yes.
What if you don't like him?
Then I walk away. I walk home.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't have to sit at a dinner table talking to someone I don't want to talk to.
But it's interesting. She's assuming attraction.
Offer it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? Daily routine as a guy. How'd you
As a
approach girls?
guy? I mean, I think it's all about in person, honestly. Like, everything nowadays is online, so I would really try to go out to the club and try to meet a girl because most of the guys are already going to be paying for the girl to go to the club anyways. So if you go there already, you're already going to be meeting a girl that's already there for free. So you already got your chance right there.
Do you think it's easy to get girls at a nightclub?
Yeah. I
Okay.
think if
They're
you
inebriated.
find yourself, I
This
think
is gonna be interesting.
all it matters is about how you approach that girl. If you're really cocky and you really are egotistical and in your head, she's not really gonna like you. But if you're really kind of genuine and kind of tell her how you feel and like express yourself to that girl while you're in the club and shit, like she
All
might,
right.
you
Hold
know.
that thought. Hold that thought. All right. What about you?
Did
You want her to go through her day as a guy,
yeah,
right?
day as a guy? But
Yeah.
actually, you didn't say your day as a guy. What would you do as a guy?
I'd probably wake up, go to the gym, brush my teeth, get my shit together, go to work, and then kind of figure out what I want for the rest of the day when I'm free.
Lovely. What about you?
Notice how when she gave her guy schedule, it's a lot more productive.
Yes. There's a
Right.
pattern here that's being said. I hope you guys can pick it up from watching, but it's just hilarious, by the way.
What about you?
What about you?
For a guy, usually wake up at a decent time, not late, no 12, no 11, no 10. Like I'd say early, like around like 6 or 7. From there, it depends on if they have work or not. They can either go to the gym in the morning or go in the gym in the afternoon, one of those two. And then from there, figure out what they want to do, like either like if they're an entrepreneur, like create your own business. If you're like a creator, like make videos, make content, like be productive afternoon, not just like floating around, drifting away, you know? Like unless like if you have everything all settled, then yeah, like have some fun, you know? Like I'm not going to like take you away from your fun, but be more on the productive side, I'd say.
Interesting. And how would you approach girls as a guy?
Well, it depends. If it's in person,
Mhm.
I'd probably say, oh, hey, like start off with the compliment, I guess. Like, oh, hey, like you're beautiful, you're pretty. Would you like to go to the beach? We'll start something small, like the beach usually. Want to go to the beach, want to just go, just to the
Does that
beach.
work on you? When guys approach you? Hey, you're beautiful. Let's go to the beach.
Well, no. Well, not like that. Or I guess like just like a pickup line, like creating a conversation, then something like, hey, where are you from?
Yeah.
Like, where are you from? Then just start a conversation with them. Once you start a conversation with them and you find them attractive, then from there, oh yeah, like we'll hang out. Or what's your IG? What's your social? Because I think you should get your socials first before the phone numbers. Just
This is gonna
because
be
like if you
interesting.
really don't want them, then don't give them your phone number, but the socials first.
All right,
So
ladies.
go with socials.
All right. I wasn't even going to do this, but that's too easy. All right. So we'll start with you, Miss Alaska, because you think it's easy to get girls at a nightclub. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some role playing right now. Fresh is going to be the girl. You're going to be the guy. We want
You're gonna
you.
be the girl?
No, he's going to be the girl.
You're
I'll be
gonna
Freshina.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a wig.
What we're going to do is we have Mike set up, and he's going to stand in the corner like a girl would be, and then I want you to approach him and speak to him and attract him. So I got some mics right here, and we're going to role play this thing out.
Okay.
And imagine I'm a bad bitch, by the way.
Okay.
A bad black bitch.
Okay.
Slay that shit,
Fresh.
queen.
Shit
Clip
together.
this thing on. We
All right.
got y'all. We up in the production
Upgraded.
quality here.
Okay.
Okay, so take your headphones off, stand up, and we're gonna have y'all do this right here in front of us.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do the full role play.
All right. All
Here,
right.
Mo, can you clip her up?
Let me up. Let me up.
Do this real quick, actually.
And then hit camera one real quick. And then zoom out.
All right. We're finna get real as fuck. All right. I guess I'm a man now.
Show this hold it.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
No, listen.
Kind of thick brush, man. Just put it like that. Bam.
Cool. All right.
All right, we should be good with the audio.
So give us the scenario where we're gonna meet.
What
and-
club? Remember?
What club?
She said it, yeah.
And
What
then, time of day.
Okay, Lemonsilla, we're gonna meet at like probably around midnight. All right.
Okay.
We got the burlesque show going on. We're kind of just sitting around, chilling, chatting. We're kind of having a few drinks. He's trying to grab some props, so I'm just gonna let him sit there for a second.
Get him the wig.
Fresh
He's
is
trying to
coming
get
in.
all pretty. I get it.
I don't know why you always use that hat, but okay.
Nigga,
Oh.
he's Jamaican.
Black girl.
Okay. All right.
All right. So I want you to approach him as the guy. He's gonna be the girl. And here's the thing: we're not gonna be dickheads to you. We're gonna treat you like how a girl would normally treat a guy. So. we
But I'm
wanna see-
supposed to be the man though.
No, he's gonna act like the girl, but he's gonna give you normal objections. Okay. So,
Okay.
all right. So just come over here real quick. I want you to approach him how you would approach him, and I want to see how you would go about it because body language, the way you speak, everything. It's a totality thing. So I want to see how you would go about it.
Okay.
So he's gonna be a regular girl, and he's gonna give you typical things that girls say in a club, and I want to see how you deal with it. All right. Fresh. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hi. How are you doing?
Hey,
My
How are
name
you?
is Brooklyn.
nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How you doing? How's your night going?
I'm okay, just taking some TikToks.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Is that all you do tonight?
I'm having fun right now.
Yeah? You want to go have some fun with me?
I'm at my table with my friends.
You at your table with your friends? I'll buy your table and your friends some drinks.
What?
I'll buy your table and your friends some drinks.
We have a table already.
And I'll buy you some drinks.
We have drinks already,
I'll buy you more drinks.
but we have drinks right here.
You want more?
We're good.
You're good?
Thank you.
Okay. Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time with someone
God. Listen.
You ain't even sound interested though, so I'm not gonna
You
waste
was.
my time with someone who ain't gonna be interested. So I'm gonna walk away.
Oh shit.
Well, be
Period,
honest
end of
though.
story.
Be honest. You ask some dumb questions.
Dumb
Or
questions.
dumb statements. I'm at a table with my people.
Then I'm not gonna talk to you. Bye bye.
Wow.
There you go.
You ain't even act
Hold on.
interested though when I talk
I
to you.
responded to you.
You responded to me, but
I could be like
you're
this.
like this on your phone the
Oh,
whole
I'm
time.
busy. I'm busy. I
I'm
stopped.
not exactly. You're busy on your phone.
And I
I'm not gonna
stopped.
talk to you when you're on your phone.
Accountability?
You just did though.
This
I
sounds like
did,
a
but you
broken
still went like
relationship
this.
right now.
So is it easy?
No.
Fresh, tell her how she fucked up.
So honestly speaking, I'm on my phone taking TikToks, right? You come to me.
You're taking TikToks.
You
Though.
didn't ask me my name, like where I'm from, nothing. Just hey, I'll buy you drinks and a table. Does that work on you?
That's what we want to
That's
hear.
how most girls do though.
What?
How most girls do. If you ever go to the club, most girls are gonna be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but does that get them the girl though? Does that actually work?
It depends on how long you spend with them. If you spend time with
So
that
you were prepared
girl,
to spend thousands of dollars on a random chick you don't know?
it don't depend on thousands. It depends on the bottle. But if you're spending time with that girl, then you're gonna get to know her eventually.
You
If
know
she's
what I'ma
really
do?
just sitting there on her phone filming TikToks, it really depends. I'm not gonna talk to a girl who's on her phone the whole time.
I don't know if you noticed it, but you led immediately with "I'm gonna buy you and your table drinks." So you're willing to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, hundreds if not thousands of dollars on a random girl. You don't know her name, you don't know where she's from.
I
she
mean,
doesn't
I
even-
didn't say I was gonna spend thousands.
It's gonna
I didn't
cost you.
say I was gonna spend
It's
hundreds.
gonna
Bottles
cost
aren't
you.
cheap.
Bottles aren't cheap.
They're probably like $200 to $500.
Not in Alaska prices.
Wow.
But we
What
don't
bottle
do
you
that
drinking?
in
What bottle you
These
drinking,
are
man?
Anchorage prices, man.
We don't do that in Alaska though.
That's the Everclear.
I live in Alaska. We don't do that in Alaska.
Listen,
Bro,
come
yeah,
again.
that's an L, man.
Come again.
And here's the thing: how many of you guys have done that at a club easily, right? Like that's very probable what's gonna
We
happen.
don't do
So
that in
Because what do you
Alaska,
do? You get the bottle and drinks if you do say
So you
yes,
take
and then you just leave with your friends.
So yeah, that's funny. That was terrible game. All right,
though.
now
And you do it.
why would an approach
Wow.
like that?
Can you show us? Can you?
But I just find it
We do every
interesting
day.
because girls think it's easy to get a girl. But hold on, no, we're gonna do because she also thinks it's easy.
on TikTok the whole time.
Well, I mean, bro, don't be mad. Like,
Yeah,
like,
that's what you
why
guys
you
do.
pressed,
You take
like,
stories in the
yeah.
club. Like,
I
you
know.
literally-
Personally,
you-
it depends
you-
on who you meet.
but be
Yeah.
honest,
If you're
average
going
girl,
to a girl who's on her phone, I'm not gonna expect her to pay attention to me the whole time. Period. Point blank. Because she's on her phone. There's people who are on their phone and in public settings and who are actually involved with
All right,
who's
look,
around
look,
them,
look,
and there's
look,
people
look,
who are on their
look, hold the
phone
L.
and not involved with who's
I
around
get it
them.
that you're pissed off right now because you
I
failed.
never said I was pissed
but
off.
you're
Yeah, like
You're triggered.
you're trying to explain your terrible game. The problem is this: you went in to talk to a girl that you don't know. You offered immediate value to her when she didn't show you any type of signs that she was interested at all. You're willing to spend hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars to get her
Then
on
I
the table
left.
bottles.
Period. Point blank.
But you're missing the point that she didn't invest anything into the
Right.
interaction.
So I didn't. So I left.
no, but you
No, you
offered.
She
should-
doesn't have
offered
to
to.
though.
You offered.
I
No, but
left. I
no.
offered, and you didn't seem interested, so I left.
See, that's why. See, this is why women don't know shit. She does have to offer something. That's how you
I
vet her
do,
and
and
make
if
sure.
you don't want it,
Can you
then
stop
I
interrupting me
left.
for 2 seconds? What I was saying was, you fucked up by just going in and saying, "Oh, I'll buy you and your table a bottle." You don't know her. She hasn't invested in you at all. You just got her. You didn't even barely get her name or where she's from, and like you didn't build any attraction at all.
But
And-
Like you didn't tease her. You didn't.
he
flirt
came
with
up to her. So she doesn't have to invest anything into him because he came up to her.
Here's the thing: she needs to invest something, whether it's turning her body towards you, being a little bit more interested, asking
No,
you
she
questions,
doesn't.
I
investment.
tried to make eye contact and try to talk to them, and they was on their phone like this. all
If
the
I don't
time.
want to talk to a guy and he comes up to me, there's no reason why I have to invest all this time into him.
Hold on.
Look, we're not talking about like spending money or time. What I'm saying, it could be something as simple as, "Oh, what's your name? Oh, where are you from?" Investing in the conversation.
But if
That's
I
what I
don't
mean.
want to, I don't have to.
That's not the point of the exercise.
That's
The point of the
point.
You didn't
exercise.
say that though. You just said try to flirt with this girl.
And pick her up.
Yeah, pick her up.
Exactly. You didn't say anything in like the guidelines. You just said try to pick this girl up,
No, but
and that could be any guy.
So hold on.
Every guy
So,
has a different
so
approach.
do you two not see the fault in him offering her bottles immediately?
No, I see the fault in that, but I'm just saying she doesn't have to offer him anything if
'cause
he's going
you
up
said
to her.
yourself, what do? Go to a park first to see if the connection's there.
Yeah.
What was that?
What do you mean?
I'm
What was
trying
that?
He's trying to buy me. Off rip.
No, for real.
Drinks,
I was
bottle,
just trying
table.
The thing is,
talk
though,
to
you're
you.
in a club, and that is how guys pick up girls in the club. Like that is a very easy offer to offer a girl.
So you're
that
telling,
will work.
so you're telling
Okay.
me you go to a club, guys offer you bottles and drinks, you're gonna smash?
I never said that.
So then why?
So then
are you,
why would that work on me?
Why would it work on him?
It wouldn't work on me, but it might work on most girls.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
That's what we're trying to say. It doesn't.
You know what happens?
Well, then try something else.
They
just
get
try to
free
do that in
drinks
general.
with
They
their
just try
friends,
to sell
party, do
drinks
some
in
stories,
general.
Mhm.
and then go back home laughing in an Uber
They'll use
free
you.
night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I find it
Definitely.
hilarious. They're trying to tell us advice that doesn't even work with them.
that's what I'm saying,
Isn't that
bro.
fucking crazy?
But
That's how you
see,
get us.
No, if you guys want the advice, my advice is to just ask a couple questions. If the girl gives it back to you and asks you
Well,
more
that's what I
questions,
just said.
that's what you just
That's
said.
what I just fucking
but
said.
she came to say, "I'm buying some bottles and some drinks. What's good, shorty?"
If you're not interested, then I'm gone. Period. Point
But
blank.
you listen. The whole point is right is to illustrate that men and women would live different lives, right? And for example, knowing how guys have to operate and how girls have to operate, who has an easier life, men or women? When it comes to dating and lifestyle, who has an easier life?
Women.
Yeah.
Women?
Then
Okay, what about you?
Mm.
Who has an easier life, men or women?
I think it depends.
yeah, basically.
Let's say you gotta choose one. From your own
I'd probably say men.
men. What about you?
I'd say men.
Men will do all the grunt work in the world.
How's an easier life?
I think it's an easier life, maybe not easier, but simpler, because as a man, your life is very straight lined. You get a good career, you get the girl, you get the car, you get the house, you have the family.
Damn, that's
Drink.
not easy.
We just did a
But-
process just now.
No.
Hold on.
Wait,
You
you get
just-
the career, you get
hold
the
on,
car,
Are you
you
guys
get
gonna
the
let me
house,
talk?
You get the money.
You know what? Go ahead.
Let me talk.
Come on, in there.
So as a man, it's very, very straight. You know what you have to do in this life. It's very, very easy. Well, it's not easy to do, but the plan is laid out. As a girl, it's like, okay, well, now I'm going to be successful, but I can't be too successful. But I want to be a good mom, but I can't be just a mom. You have to balance a ton of
I
things at the
agree.
same time. It's not just all straight lined.
Wait,
I can't wait to respond to this, but I'll leave it here for now. What about you?
Being a mom is a very hard job.
So what's
Let's leave
harder,
it like that.
being a man or being a woman?
I think both of them have their own troubles, but I do agree that men do the more difficult like work
Mhm.
in the world, but being a parent is a very difficult.
So ultimately, who has a
job
harder
too.
life, man or women,
Mm.
in your opinion?
It depends on the relationship and the situation
Let's
because
just choose
everybody
one.
has a different situation.
Let's just choose one.
I'd say like a woman that stays at home and takes care of the kids all day.
bro, you feed the
think
kids, leave it there, it poops as shit, man. That's like, man, simple
Do
as
you
that,
have
man.
kids? Do you have
Man,
kids?
hey, listen, you
Good
poop
question.
shit,
Yes or
doesn't
no?
matter.
Yes or no? Do you
Hey,
have kids?
listen, I don't have kids, thank
Oh.
God.
Oh, okay. So
But
then
hey,
you don't
listen,
know then.
I do know.
Sorry.
I taught kids. You just leave them
Never
alone.
mind.
You feed them,
I'll give you this.
they take a shit.
No, I don't.
Raising
care
kids
for
are
your
not
opinion.
easy.
Feed them
But
iPad,
is
bro.
it more
Mhm.
harder as a woman to do that than work as a man? I would argue that point.
Yeah.
Well, what about you? Who has a harder life, men or women?
A woman has a harder life, I feel like.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Damn. So is that all the girls at the table think it's
Well, she
Four,
mentioned
four.
Yeah, 4. So we have a video to play here that illustrates a guy's life as a guy, normal day to day, and dating for him as well in this aspect. So let's see who has a harder life from this example. Play the clip if you don't mind.
Watch it.
Got you. 1 second. Is this one right?
Yeah, this one here.
All right. 1 second.
This is a real.
Okay, so a guy's typical life in LA. We'll play it real quick.
A single guy in LA. I wake up at 7 a.m. and immediately check Raya. 8 different girls flaked on me, but one didn't. Let's go. We've got dinner tonight. But then I see a cute girl at the gym and hit on her. She's totally going for it. So I flake on the first girl and invite this girl to dinner instead. You have to understand who I'm up against in LA. Actors, models, athletes. Girls out here like a guy who's 6 feet, makes 6 figures, and is packing 6 inches. So first I put on my Timbs to boost me up to 6 feet. Then I rent a Lamborghini Huracan to make it look like I make 6 figures. At 12 o'clock, I stuff my bulge, double stuffed. Then I see another cute girl, so I cancel on the gym girl and invite this girl to dinner instead. Then I jump back on Raya and match with an absolute baddie. I cancel on the girl who I just made plans with and invite this girl to dinner. At 7 o'clock, I pick her up in the Lambo. She wasn't really impressed. I take her out to catch steak. We have a decent conversation, but then I notice she starts to get DMs from professional athletes. I gotta act fast. I find one of the servers and pay him $100 to pretend to recognize me so my date thinks I'm important. And it all goes to plan. People outside of LA would say that's a waste, but here, that's an investment. At 10 o'clock, I drop my date off and make a move. She instantly rejects me. She said it's not gonna work out because she doesn't do long distance. I live in Hollywood and she lives in the Valley. I knew I should have set my radius to 1 mile. From there, I drive home broke, alone, and empty. And that's my day.
I think this really only goes for a certain percent of men that live.
Also, he
there.
punched
So,
above
ladies,
his weight
was
class.
You just saw the video, right? Give us your first thoughts and who has a harder life, you would say.
The first thing about the picking one girl, then finding another girl, then picking another girl, find that I believe like that's realistic. Yeah. The portion about the pretending to be famous and stuff like that's unrealistic. But in general, like that video seems pretty easy for men. Like just pick another girl, find another girl, pick another girl, find another girl. Oh, this one flaked on me. I'll just find another girl. Like stuff like that.
I mean, we just saw how hard it is to pick up girls as a guy.
That's not real.
I'll leave it there. What about you?
That's a very real scenario.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like in that scenario, like, he specifically dipped on certain girls, and he could have chose one girl, so he himself chose different girls over the one that he had, so he was really just kind of choosing his day upon who he had available. So that's really his own, you know.
And
This
he
is
had
on call.
options too, so he had options.
Yeah.
Keep in
And then
mind,
he bought that Lamborghini too for that day, so he didn't really have it. So he's really lying to those girls too.
keep in
So
mind
it's like-
everything he did in that video to get those dates, by the way. What about you?
First of all, he was punching way above his weight class with the last girl, so he can't get mad if she doesn't want anything with him at the end. He did that to himself. He could have had the first girl, but I also think that guy needs a job. If he has that much time and energy to be so concentrating over which girl is going to like me for the Lamborghini that I leased, first of all, he's going to figure out that it's not real. So she's not going to like you. If she liked you for that, she's not going to like you at the end. And he should put his time, effort, and energy into starting a business, and something like that will get girls to naturally like you.
Okay.
I have one thing to say.
Go
I think fake energy will attract fake women.
Yes.
So I second what you said.
Hey, but
That's
sex is a real.
That's your full summary?
That's the summary.
Okay. And what about you?
Yeah, he played it crazy, renting the fake stuff, and then like the
Come on,
different
man.
girls, he could have just like went with the first one, but picking all day, he went with the wrong choice, and the night he was sad.
The right girl will stay for whatever you got and love you for who you are.
Stop the cap.
Question real quick. So why do you think, because a couple of you guys think that a man's life is easier than a woman's, why would you say that? What makes you think that? We'll start with you.
Man has it more simpler. He really just has to like up his worth and his value, and then he can really get whoever he wants.
Is that easy though?
No, it's not easy. Hard work.
It's hard work,
Definitely
man.
takes it.
Does a woman have to up her worth?
Yeah, we just have to take care of ourselves and make sure we up to par.
But do you
and,
have to up your worth to get a man?
Or just show up?
Yeah, by appearance, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
But if you stayed the same, would you still be able to find a guy?
Maybe not as high value as you might want if you take in the best care of yourself.
Okay. But you could do nothing and still attract a man, right?
Yeah.
Can a man do nothing and still attract a woman?
Most likely, no.
So who has it easier?
A woman has it easier, I would say.
Hey, she took accountability,
Okay.
man.
180.
All right. And then you said that you think, why do you think a man's life is easier than a woman's?
I didn't say that. I said that.
You said it depends on the context. Let's
Yeah.
assume that neither of them is parents. Let's say both of them are single and don't have children.
Okay.
Whose life is easier?
The woman's life, because
Oh.
they, they get treated by the men, and in a, like traditional setting.
Okay. What about you? You think a man's life is easier. Why do you say that?
I think a man's life is easier because the playbook is already kind of laid out. It's very simple for what you have to do. As a girl, there's so many gray areas.
What do they have
and,
to do?
work hard, invest in themselves, like she said, increase their value, and then everything else will kind of follow.
Do you think it's easy for a man to just increase his value?
Yeah, go to school, become a doctor, easy.
Oh, doctor, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
How many years is
He
it
should
to
be
a doctor?
smart.
Is it easy?
How many years? No, real quick.
How many years what?
Is it to be a doctor? How many years?
8?
Is that easy? 8
I
years
could-
of not making any money?
It's not easy, but
struggling?
it's straight lined. It's very
A doctor, a straight
step
line?
1,
Doctor?
step 2, step 3, step 4. Yes, it is. It's very lined out. If you do A and B, you will get C.
Yo,
You'll become a
chat niggas
doctor.
become doctors, man.
So you're saying a guy can just wake up one day, get funding for school to be a doctor, and his life is set?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah. Or he could literally start an e-commerce business right now.
Oh, yeah,
He
e-commerce.
could.
That's a good
He could
idea.
start any business.
Guys, you know what? Forget
can.
work. Forget a 9-to-5 job. E-commerce all the way. Everybody
If
in
you're
here.
not wanting to do the
All the
school,
guys.
do that.
So,
Yeah.
Question. Okay, so you're making the argument that it's easier because I guess it's more linear.
Yes.
So you think because it's more linear, it makes it easier?
And what I said was, I don't necessarily think it's easier, but it is simpler because it's already been done before so many times. Very, very easy. With
Yeah,
girls,
but-
there's a lot of gray area.
Okay, how's there more gray area with women?
Especially in recent times too, you guys ask what girls bring to the table, so you now have to be educated. You want to start your own business, you want to have your own thing, yes, but then you also need to be a good mom, have a good stay-at-home life, be very, you know what I'm saying, very
Let me ask you
mother-like.
this then: is that a requirement of men, or is that a requirement of society and feminism telling you to chase a career and make money? Do you think men actually care about these things you just mentioned?
I don't think they do, but I think a lot of women.
Hold on.
But
That's
I
very
think
important, though.
I know, but I think a lot of women want that, but a lot of men just want like the little mom that'll be in the kitchen all day. So it's hard to balance
But
not
why
being.
why do they want that though? That independence. Why do they want that?
Why do women want that?
Mhm.
Because sometimes you'll invest into a guy and then he'll mishandle you. And then if he does something that you invested all of your eggs in him, you have to have something to fall back on. So you always need your own thing.
I think your argument is faulty because you're making the argument that a man's thing is it's more straight line. It's like linear, like you just become successful. But the thing is that to become successful is very difficult as a man. You got to build yourself up. But as a female, you have the option whether you want to be successful or not. But you can still find a man. I guarantee if you lost your job tomorrow, your boyfriend wouldn't leave you. You
Yep.
wouldn't care probably. But if he lost his job and he lost his social status, you would care a lot. So I would argue that women at least have the ability to pick and choose if they want to be successful. Men don't.
They do, and that's true. But
So
as a
then
man,
then how
it's-
could you say that women have a harder life when they can pick and choose if they want to be successful or not?
Because
Versus men, they must become successful.
sometimes having more choices isn't always easy because people expect you to do everything instead of just one thing. Because if you just pick one thing, you're faulty in another area. Whereas a guy, if you only have one choice, it's very, very simple. You just do this.
But you're not penalized as a female for being mediocre, but you are penalized as a man for being mediocre. Women
By
can
who?
be mediocre if they want to be.
By who?
What do you mean?
Society.
Says who? I see mediocre men getting great women all the time.
Who?
You know what's funny? Mediocre men, right?
hmm
Who are these people?
They work a basic hourly wage job. They're not really motivated in their career. They're not motivated in themselves to go to the gym. They're just kind of like bleh. That's mediocre.
What about the guys at CVS, McDonald's,
Working
maybe Home Depot?
depends on the situation. If they were homeless and they worked their asses off to get this job and they're working super hard, that's a great person. But
So why
if-
don't you choose one of those guys?
because I'm not attracted to them.
Why not?
Why not?
They're good-
Because we're
good
not on the
guys.
same level.
No.
Oh, so they're not on your level.
Mhm.
So you're trying to say that these guys aren't worthy of you?
If I was very, very attracted to one of them, I would be. But typically, those people I'm not attracted to.
See, this is the problem. I think on some level, you want to say this in a nice way, but you're not. Because you know what's happening here. Your level of, for example, of being a good-looking girl isn't going to fit the guy that's working an average job. Because your standards are kind of high.
Mhm.
But ultimately, what do you bring to the table?
I don't need to bring anything to the table, one. But two, if you were to ask that and if I were to answer that, I'm very, very educated. I have 2 businesses. I make more than my boyfriends ever have.
Oh shit.
And I am pretty. And that does have
Oh,
value to
shit.
some guys. So, yeah, I do
Well,
bring
hold
a
on.
lot.
That just proved her first answer. I don't have to
Exactly.
bring anything to the table. I think that kind of perfectly personifies what I mean. Women don't have to bring anything to the table and still have options in men, but men have to bring a lot to the table to even get a date, is my point.
But some guys want girls that bring stuff to the table. So you don't have to, but some guys do
but
want
the
it.
point
Women
is,
don't
is
have to
that
bring the
women,
same things
but the
to the
point
table.
is that women, there's no burden of performance on women. There's a burden of performance on men.
Mhm.
So the argument is simply, I'm just saying men have a harder life because we have to work a lot harder than you guys to get.
So there's a
even
burden.
noticed.
So there's a burden of work, but is there a burden of family on men? Because if a woman's not a good mom, there's a burden on that. But if a father isn't necessarily a good father, that's
Well, he's expected to
there's
provide.
not too much of a burden.
He's expected to provide for
which
that
is the
family.
work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he's expected to
Oh,
provide.
men
I mean,
provide.
I genuinely believe that women live a way easier life in 2024 than men do. Way easier because women have the ability where they can either they can go to school and become successful. Cool. They want to do that. They can. But if you decided, I don't want to fucking work anymore, you have that ability to do that. If your boyfriend makes enough money and he's willing to take care of you, you can do that. But as a man, you never get that break. You never get to say, oh, you know what? I just don't feel like working. Like men are only respected by society and valued if they bring value back. Women don't have to bring value. It's a choice.
Because women are valuable, just themselves,
they're born
inherently.
With that's what exactly. So that's why life is on easy mode for you guys, because you're born with value. That's my point.
And we
I
asked
could
you
see
guys
that.
as well earlier, how'd you find your guys? Did they approach you first? They didn't know what you did for a living, but they approached you. Why?
He did. We worked for the same company. So he knew who I was, and I was one of the only girls.
Okay, but be honest here. Your last boyfriend, did you know what you did too?
Huh?
Your last boyfriend.
Did he know what I did?
Yeah.
We started dating in high school. So I worked at a coffee shop.
And again, that's
That was
fine
working.
because he doesn't expect you to do what? Be successful because he likes you for your looks.
No, I think he was definitely banking on me being successful. I've always talked about it. So
Hold on, did he break up with you though?
he did.
Oh, why?
Long distance.
You need
So he wasn't banking on you being sick. I guess he wasn't banking that hard.
Yeah, not enough, I
Broke up with
guess.
you. Because men don't get with girls for their financial success.
And hold on, history always repeats itself. You're doing it right now. You guys in where? Arizona, right? And you're
Mhm.
here in Miami.
Yeah.
Long distance.
But this one's better.
Okay.
But why are you dating these long distance niggas, man? Like, why?
It doesn't start out that way. It just happens.
Mm.
It's a curse.
You're single, bro. Just saying.
Bro, I saw her IG page, bro. She's bad, bro.
What? Really?
Her IG page is not good for being in a relationship, man. She's single, man.
Her Instagram. Do you
Bro,
have any
it's-
pictures with your
bro.
boyfriend on your Instagram?
I do.
Where? Let me see.
Chris,
My
pull it
pin
up.
post.
Put it up.
Where?
Let me see.
Is that Shadow?
I think it's a shadow,
That's
bro.
a shadow, bro.
Bro, I think it's a shadow.
No way.
I think it's a shadow, bro.
Look, that nigga darker than me.
I think it's a shadow.
Yo, bro.
Where is it, bro? Nigga.
Yo, no face,
shadow.
no case. Okay, okay.
You way over there, bro.
The last post, the fourth
No,
post.
bro.
What the fuck, bro?
This
A hand.
bro.
What?
Man,
Oh
this
my
nigga
goodness.
a shadow, bro.
That is hilarious, bro.
Oh man.
Wait, question. How old is he, by the way?
26.
Yeah, this nigga don't know what's
Do you make more than him?
Yeah.
Okay, so where is he now? I mean, where is he in the pictures now? I see only one
Right there.
photo. Where?
Down.
Down?
Right there.
Down somewhere?
Middle.
Middle?
What the fuck? Is that a picture?
This nigga's a reflection now?
Yeah, the nigga's a shadow.
Reflection?
I thought she was an art bezel. What's up?
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay,
Listen,
well.
you can't make this shit up, bro.
Yo,
You
Okay,
can't make this shit
well,
up.
hey,
She got
I
him
mean-
hiding in plain sight.
Yo, nigga's a ghost.
Yeah, profile gives off single vibes, but that's fine.